Hi there, guys. Can you hear me okay? Everybody hear me at the back? All good? Good stuff. Well, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I've got lots to share with you, so I'm going to go at quite a quick pace, and I apologise for that, but I don't want to miss anything out. I've got a lot to share with you in the next 40 minutes or so. So we're going to talk about how to get 7 clients in 7 days. Now, I'm celebrating my 10th year in business this year, which is really exciting for me, and it's been an amazing journey, and the things that I've learned in that period of time. So what you're going to learn today in the next 40 minutes, I'm going to show you the top mistakes commonly made in marketing that are costing you clients right now. I am going to show you what you absolutely must do in order to become the go-to expert in whatever it is that you are doing. I am going to reveal the top 5 marketing strategies that I use in my business right now that are bringing clients to my door consistently every single week. And finally, I'm going to share with you something that I don't openly share very often, but I'm going to show you a 5-minute daily practice that will change your business within the next 48 hours. So I've got a lot to share, so sit tight. In fact, you know what? It probably could be the most important presentation that you watch this year. So my promise to you is that I'm going to give you a roadmap. I'm going to give you practical tools that you can take away and implement into your business starting tomorrow. Real nitty-gritty, hands-on tools that you can take away. And I am not here to sell you anything. This is pure content I'm sharing with you today. And for those of you that do want to take the next step, I'm going to spend just 2 minutes at the end sharing how I can help you to move forward. So it's all content. So does this sound like you? Are you pedaling too hard in your business to get clients? Are you on that hamster wheel going over and over and over the same things without getting any results? Do you start each month worrying about where your next client is coming from or how you are going to pay your bills come the end of the month? Are you still not clear on your ideal client or your niche as it's referred to? Are you not clear about who you are serving and the big problem that you are solving for your clients? Maybe you don't have a marketing strategy in place or marketing funnels set up that are bringing you clients consistently into your business. Or maybe you're seeing your competitors getting the results that you want, and you're sat there wondering what the hell it is that they're doing that you don't know about. Or maybe you're just really overwhelmed by the digital age and all this techie marketing stuff that has come about in the last couple of years, and you're just confused and don't know what's going to be right for your business. Now, where most business owners go wrong is they either have a really weak platform or brand, so they're just not standing out amongst the other coaches or experts or practitioners. They're just not standing out and shining their light. Another area where we go wrong often is that what we're selling isn't compelling enough. People aren't getting it, and they don't want to part with their money for what we have to offer because it's not compelling enough. Another area is that we just can't sell. So we can have the best website. We could be the best practitioner or coach or expert or author in the world. But if we don't know how to convert a lead into a sale and we don't know how to have a sales conversation, we have no business. You have to learn how to take a prospect and turn it into a paying client. Another area where we go wrong is that we don't believe in ourselves, and we all suffer with this to some extent, and we just don't believe that we're good enough or clever enough or whatever enough in order to make it in business. And finally, marketing. I call it client attraction because people get really freaked out with the word marketing, but seriously, if we haven't got a marketing strategy, or if you haven't got a marketing plan in place for this year for your business, how do you expect to get clients? And the final area where people make mistakes in their business is they do not invest in mentoring, in their education, in their business journey, they don't have someone there that is helping them, that has walked the path before them. These are the key areas, and I'm guessing it's one or more of these areas that you are struggling with right now in your business, which is why you are with me today. And today, I am going to give you a solution to every one of those areas. Every one I'm going to give you a solution to right now. So when you apply what I'm about to share with you today, this is what's going to happen. You are going to start to stand out in the marketplace. You are going to shine your light, and people will naturally be attracted to you and your business and what you have to offer. You are going to stand out above all of your competitors. You are going to very quickly become the go-to expert in your field. People are going to naturally want to work with you as the go-to expert. You are going to have marketing funnels set up in your business, proper marketing funnels that are going to bring leads directly to you without you having to run around like a headless chicken wondering how you're going to fill your diary with clients. And I'm going to show you about leveraging. So how you can sell one to many rather than one to one. This is a massive transition in business. And finally, when you apply what I have to share with you, the most important thing is you will be able to make your mark on the world in the way that you intended when you set out as a business owner, because that's what we're all here to do, is to make our mark. Am I right? Yeah? We are here to make our mark, and that's why we do the work that we do. So let me explain to you who I am. My name is Louise Presley-Turner. I am one of the top UK coaches. I'm also a Hay House author. I've got 2 books published so far. I work with clients all over the world, in all corners of the globe. I've been featured in all of the top national glossy magazines. I've been on radio, done tons of stuff, and I feel truly privileged to do the work that I do. And as I said, I'm celebrating my 10th year in business this year. Have you got some water? My mouth. Thank you. So let me explain to you my journey. I started out 10 years ago. I can't believe it, actually. It's gone so fast. I started off my career leaving my education in advertising and marketing. And I worked for some pretty good big ad agencies, and I worked as a marketing manager for BMW. So I had a background, thank you. Take a sip. So I had a background in advertising and marketing. And then I had a baby. And she's now 11, sitting at the back of the room. Mwah. And the landscape of my life radically changed, because I realized very quickly that the corporate world and motherhood didn't mix. It doesn't mix. And I was trying to juggle, and nobody was winning. I wasn't winning, she wasn't winning, my employer wasn't winning. And I decided that I needed to make a change. And at that point in my life, and I was not into personal development, had never read a self-help book in my life, and I made a decision at that point in my life that something had to change. She was being cared for full-time in nursery. I was working full-time, and I was miserable, really, really miserable. So I set out to find a new direction, a new pathway that would allow me to have more freedom and more flexibility so that I could be a mom, the mom that I wanted to be. And the universe heard my call, because it wasn't very long after I'd returned to work, after my maternity leave, that I discovered the world of coaching. And a book landed in my lap, as probably it has done for you. And this book was called Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting. And this book, I'd been waiting my whole life for. This book opened a doorway into a world that I didn't even know existed. A fire had been ignited within me that had lain dormant all of my life, to be quite honest. And this pathway, this new doorway, led me on this journey of self-discovery. It was a spiritual awakening, to be quite honest with you. And at this point, I decided that I wanted to train as a coach. And this is 10 years ago. And I did just that. Now, I hadn't got the luxury of leaving the day job and just, starting my own business. So I had to carry on working full time. I trained and I set up my business, my first business, called The Game of Life. And I worked my butt off to get as many clients as I possibly could so that I could leave my day job behind. And it took a bit of work. It took 18 months of sheer hard work and graft in order to get that business to the point where I could hand my notice in. And I remember that day, and it's a day that will stay with me forever. And I walked into my boss's office on the 2nd of January 2008, and I said to him, I'm leaving and I'm going to write a book. And he looked at me as if to say, yeah, right. Go on then, off you go. And I did. I walked away, and it was the most terrifying moment of my life, but also the most liberating as I walked away from not just a career or a pay packet, but an identity that I had created for that decade that I'd worked in marketing. And I released myself. And as soon as I had done that, my business started to flourish. So I was able to get in magazines and speaking gigs. I was able to write my first book. I was able to do all of the things that I wasn't able to do when I was working. So this leaves me really bang up to date where I am right now, because I ran the game of life and still run the game of life. And I've been doing that for 10 years. And very recently, we've just launched My Business Baby, which is a kind of a new direction for us. Because over the last 3 or 4 years, I have been coaching businesses or experts and professionals, showing them how to become the go-to expert, which is what today is all about. So I share my wisdom and all the things that I have learnt with my clients, showing them step by step by step how to apply these tools. But I'm also teaching my clients alignment, how to get in the vortex and run your business, how to get connected and in the zone and run your business from this place. And this really is the secret to success. I could teach you the best marketing strategies in the world, but if you are not connected, you will never be successful in business. It's a twofold journey. It's about bringing the spiritual and the practical together, and that is when you have an amazing, thriving, profitable business. So my story, that is my story, and I want to share with you now 6 marketing miracles that are going to have a really big impact. They're going to give you tools that you can walk away with, take away with you today and implement into your business. So, another sip of water, and then I'm going to share them with you. This isn't water. What is this? Okay, so 6 marketing miracles that I'm going to share with you. And I want you, as I share these, I want you to think about whether you have got these in place in your business. Have you got what I'm about to share implemented into your business right now? So, miracle number 1 is solving the big problem. So whether you are a coach, a practitioner, an expert, author, NLP, whatever you're into, whatever your line of work is, we are all here solving a problem. We're all here helping people to overcome a problem. There's something that your ideal client is suffering with, is tossing and turning over at night, that they are looking for a solution to. What is that problem? What problem are you solving in the world for your ideal client? You cannot be everything to everybody. And this is the biggest mistake that we make in our business, in our marketing strategy, when we try to be everything. And I did this in my business as a new coach. I lived quite rurally and still do. So I thought that I would be limiting myself if I niched. It didn't make any sense to me that if I was to niche, I'd be turning clients away. But seriously, you cannot be everything to everybody. And it makes marketing almost impossible. When you say, well, I help all women, or I help all men, or I help all these kinds of people, you have to really nail who you work with and think about what the problem is that you are solving for your ideal client. So the second miracle that I want to share with you is switching on your business light. Now, what I'm talking about here is branding. This is about really standing out in the marketplace and not being the same as everybody else. It's about injecting your personality into what you do. It's so important because these are the businesses that stand out. These are the businesses that we notice and we naturally want to gravitate towards because we feel the personality of that person kind of oozing through. So this isn't just about logos, this isn't everything that you do. Your personality should shine through in your photography that you put on your website, in the images that you choose, in your tonality and the way that you speak on your website. When you're on stage, everything should reflect what you stand for. And that ultimately, guys, is what naturally attracts people. They want to know who you are, and you need to make sure that that comes across in your brand, and you switch on that business light and you stand out from the crowd. So, so important. And it really pays to invest a little bit of money in your branding to make sure that it looks really professional, that it is standing out. For God's sake, don't do it yourself. Really make sure that you have a brand that stands out, that people will notice. So, miracle number 3. Now, I'm about to share with you my marketing strategy. I'm literally opening the doors to my business and showing you exactly what marketing I do to get my clients to come to me, exactly what steps that I'm taking this year, right now, in order to bring clients to my door. So this is my marketing plan for 2016, or my client attraction master plan, I call it. The very first thing that I've always done and continue to do is speak, just as I am right now, is to speak in front of your ideal client. So this is about finding out where your ideal client is hanging out. What events are they attending? What seminars? What shows or exhibitions are they attending? It could be networking events, it could be a whole multitude of different things, but speaking is a really fast way to engage your client, to get in front of the right people and to tell them that you have the solution to their problem. You have the solution. And speaking, isn't for everybody, but it's not as scary as you think, I promise. But getting in front of the right people is so, so powerful. And the reason being is it speeds up the buying process, because people have listened to you, they've invested their time, they engage with you, and they will become clients far, far quicker than any other route. Speaking is hugely powerful. And I can tell you, I built my entire business through speaking on stage. Initially, when I started out, and it didn't cost me a penny. Speaking often, not always, often can be free. To go to a networking event and speak in front of a group of people, and it is such a powerful way to attract clients. The second thing that I did to build my business, and again, still continue to do, is to get in the media, to actually get in the press. And again, this does not cost you a penny. And this, again, is how I built my business. And I started off, guys, going in the local free magazine that was posted through my front door. That's all I did. That's where I started. And then I built up to maybe going in a regional magazine or a regional newspaper. And then eventually moved on to getting into big national titles like The Telegraph or The Guardian or Cosmo or Glamour. The same process applies whether it's a local magazine or a national magazine. But there is nothing more powerful than to be featured in a magazine. And someone's reading it and it's got your website and you've written an article, top 10 tips on whatever it may be. It is so, so powerful. And you can have a full page and it won't cost you a penny. And I just imagine the impact that has and the potential business that can bring to your door. Now, the key is to pick the right kind of titles, obviously. We want to make sure that it's a title that your ideal client is likely to read, otherwise there's no point. But getting in the media is hugely powerful. So think about that as a strategy for your business. Think about the local magazines that are distributed in your area or the regional newspapers and make your approach. It's so simple. It really is. Third thing that I do in my marketing strategy is pay-per-click advertising. Anybody heard of pay-per-click advertising? Yep. Okay. So pay-per-click advertising is where you use social media to put an advert. So you use Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or YouTube, and you can put an ad, a targeted ad, in front of your ideal client in literally a few clicks of a button. Now think about how powerful this is in comparison to placing an advert in a newspaper or printing off leaflets and distributing them through doors. This is super, super targeted. With Facebook, and we use Facebook specifically, we can absolutely pinpoint our ideal client, who they are, what age they are, what websites they like, and I can put an advert right in front of their nose for pence and attract them into my business and into my marketing funnel so that they become a prospect and eventually they become a client. So if you have not got your head around pay-per-click advertising and the digital advertising, you need to address this. You really do, because this is the way the world is going. And when I started my business 10 years ago, all of my marketing was offline through speaking and joint ventures and getting in the media. And nowadays, and all of those things absolutely work, but digital marketing makes the process so much easier and cheaper and faster. What it means is it can take you to a paying client in a much quicker time than putting an advert in a newspaper or speaking even. So pay-per-click advertising is a hugely powerful way to get in front of your audience and convert them into a prospect. Now, there is a right and wrong way of doing this, which I haven't got time to share with you now, but go home and really research advertising on Facebook, research advertising on Twitter, and see if that can work for your business, because I use this strategy and it brings me in clients consistently every single day into my business without me having to do anything at all. Well, once the ad's running, obviously. Fourth thing that I do in my business, this is the fourth thing that I do, and probably the most important thing, is I have a list. I have a mailing list that I build, and I build that list, of course, through speaking and through getting in the media and through using pay-per-click advertising. And once you've got a list, you can start to communicate with that list, and that builds brand affinity with what you do. It builds awareness, it builds trust, and it builds loyalty with what you do. And if you engage with your customers and your prospects on your mailing list, you will never, ever, ever be without clients. I've always had a mailing list. The very first thing that I ever did on my first day of self-employment was to set up a mailing list and start collecting names and emails, and I've never, ever stopped since. And this means, guys, that whenever I need a new client, all I have to do is mail my list with an offer or something, and clients will constantly flow to me. Constantly. So I have my marketing strategies, and then I build my list and I communicate with them every single week. And it could be sending out a video, it could be sending out an article, a tip, a coupon, an offer, it doesn't matter. But having that constant communication means that you will have a consistent flow of clients to your door all the time. Really powerful. So if you haven't got a mailing list set up, you need to act fast because you are missing out. I often speak to business owners that have been in business for 2 or 3 years, and I'll say to them, what's the size of your list? And they'll say to me, oh, I've got about 200 people. You need a bigger list. And nobody else is going to be brave enough to tell you this, but I will. Your money is in your list. The bigger your mailing list, the more income you will earn. It really is that simple. The bigger your mailing list of good quality, may I add, organic data, the more income you will earn. It really is that simple. So grow your list and do it fast. So let me reiterate the 4 things that we have in place this year. Speaking gigs. So I have speaking gigs throughout the year that I do. Only at the right kind of events, obviously. Getting in the media, hugely powerful. It doesn't cost you a penny to do it, and it gets you in front of your audience, the right kind of audience. 3 is to use pay-per-click advertising. Use social media advertising to grow your business because it's the most targeted way to get in front of your ideal client right now. And finally, build your list and do it right now. And make sure that you are communicating with your mailing list at least once a week. Don't be shy. Don't think you're going to bug them if you email them once a week. It's not the case. Once a month is not enough. Get in their inbox and stay in their inbox. Give them value over and over and over and over again, and they will become your client. So this is my marketing strategy, my marketing miracle 3. Now, let me share marketing miracle number 4. Now, this one is going to get you really juiced up and excited because I'm talking about leveraging. Put your hand up if you have a business where you sell time for money, so you're selling your time for a service. Okay, so quite a few of us. So I spent the first 5 years of my business selling my time for money. I'd have a client, they'd pay me, I'd deliver the service. Over and over and over and over and over and over it went. Now what this meant was that my income was defined by however many hours I was working that week or however many clients that I actually had on my books. So there was a finite amount of money that I could possibly earn. But I didn't know any other way at that point, so I just kind of carried on. And I got to a sort of financial glass ceiling where I couldn't earn any more. I got there, I had no more time to sell, basically. And then a miracle happened, because in 2012, I ran my very first online course. And it was a 6-month course, and it was the very first time I'd done this, and I really was kind of testing the market. And I had a good sizable mailing list at the time, which really, of course, helped. And I put my first course out into the world, and it was called Relaunch Your Life. Now, what happened was just life-changing, a huge transition, because within the 2-week launch period of that course, we earned more in that 2 weeks than we had in the 2 previous years of selling time for money one-to-one over and over again. It would have taken me the equivalent of 500 coaching sessions to earn what I did on that 2-week run-up to that course. This changed everything for us. It was a huge, huge turning point. And we realized that there was definitely something in leveraging your time. So maybe you have considered running a membership site, an online course, or packaging your knowledge in a way where you could help more than just one person. So you're helping one to many. But here's the thing, here's the most important thing that I'm going to tell you today. Most people leverage too soon in their business. And there is a lot of people out there teaching leverage right now. They're going, well, launch a membership site or launch your online course. You don't need a mailing list to do it. And it's not true. In order to be in a position to leverage in your business, you absolutely need to have your brand established. You need to be standing out. You need to have a mailing list already, a good solid list. It doesn't have to be thousands, but you need a mailing list, because if you leverage too soon, what will happen is this. You will spend months putting together this amazing membership site or this amazing online course, and nobody will buy it because you haven't got the people to sell it to, or they don't know who you are, and you'll have wasted all of this time and effort. So the key to leveraging is to make sure that you are at the right point in your business in order to make it work. So you need to make sure that you have a good list, you've got a good brand, and maybe you're already doing one-to-ones. Cut your teeth on doing one-to-ones before you start leveraging. But I promise to you, the moment that you leverage will be a huge turning point in your business, when you realize that actually you can earn more by helping more people and having more impact than you ever could doing one-to-one. So in my business, I still do one-to-one. I still have a very small portion of one-to-one clients. And then we have online courses and membership sites where we can help hundreds of people all at the same time. Leveraging rocks, hugely, hugely powerful. Now, moving on to the final 2 miracles. Miracle number 5. Now, this is a little bit left field. I don't know how you guys are going to take this, but I'm not going to hold back, because I wouldn't be being authentic if I held this information back. But I'm actually going to share with you the real secret to my success. So you might hear me banging on about marketing and this tool and that tool, and they undoubtedly work. But here's the secret, the real secret that nobody is brave enough maybe or open enough to share. Get in the vortex and then run your business. What I mean by that is find your alignment, get connected, get in the zone, and then run your business. Because so many people run their business from a disaligned place, from a disconnected place, and then they struggle to see why it's not flowing or why the clients aren't coming to them. What I mean is find your connection. Now, I came from a self-development background, and meditation is non-negotiable in my life. Every morning, every evening, I get up and I find my alignment to that higher power, to that something bigger than me, and then I send emails, and then I communicate with my clients, and then I go to market with my offers. Never do I take action in my business unless I'm feeling in the flow. And here's how you know when you're in the flow. If you are in the flow, you feel good, you feel positive, you feel like you're invincible. And when you're not connected and when you're out of the vortex, you feel slow, you feel foggy-minded, you have no clarity in your business, you don't know what to do, shall I do this, shall I do that, you're indecisive, and you feel lost. Run your business from the vortex, run your business from a place of feeling good and aligned, and watch the miracles that happen, the sort of synchronicities that just make you go, wow, the moments of clarity, that the best ideas come when you are in that state of mind. So meditation puts me in that state of mind. And I'm not saying that everyone needs to meditate, but for me, that is my go-to strategy. So for everybody, it's different. For some people, it could be a form of exercise that gets them in the zone. You know, for other people, it could be singing or dancing or something like that. Find what gets you connected. Make that part of your daily practice, just 5 minutes a day. That's all that's needed, 5 minutes a day, and watch what happens. And literally the next couple of days, you will get ideas to solutions that have been bothering you for months. You will feel inspired to phone somebody for some reason. You will spot an email in your inbox and it'll be the solution that you've been looking for. Or you'll come across the right person that can help you. The most important thing, my most important message to you today is to run your business from a place of alignment, because it will change everything. And everything that you need to have that thriving business will come into your path with little effort on your part. Was that okay for you? So, not holding back here. Final miracle, miracle number 6, is to invest in your education. Invest in hiring a mentor, because here's what, I'll be very honest with you. I came from a marketing background and I was big-headed enough to believe that I did not need help. I came from working for some very big organizations and I thought, I don't need any help. I can do this all on my own. And then about 2 years into my business, I realized I couldn't. You don't know what you don't know. You can't know what you don't know. And this is the key. And successful businesses know that they need to invest in mentoring in order to move to the next level, because you get the information that you're missing. You get the knowledge that you were lacking, and you can then apply that. So find somebody that's a few steps ahead of you in your business and go and find out how they've done it. Invest in a mentor, because it changes everything. And I can tell you, in the times that I've invested in my business, and I have many times, are the times where I've seen exponential growth in my business. It's the times where I've doubled and tripled my income because I've invested in someone that knows the knowledge that I'm lacking in my business. And I've taken it, I've applied it, and boom, the next step has become clear, and I've taken that leap. So you have to take that leap of faith in your business if you want to move forward. You cannot know everything. It's impossible. You have to invest in your education, apply that knowledge, and you will move your business forward. So let's just recap. Are we okay for time? So let me just recap on what I've shared with you. Let's get my sheet sorted. Right, miracle number 1, for anybody that didn't hear, is you've got to work out what the big problem you are solving for your ideal client. Ask yourself right now, do I know what problem I am solving for my ideal client? Do you know? Because if you don't, you're going to make it very difficult to market your services. The second thing is your brand standing out? Are you standing out amongst your competitors? Have you got a brand that is shining? You know, does it look professional? Are you standing out? Miracle number 3 is you need a marketing plan. Don't think that you can sit there and not have a marketing strategy for your business. You need a marketing plan. And I shared with you what I do in terms of speaking and getting in the media and pay-per-click advertising and building my mailing list. But you need a marketing plan. Have you got one? If you haven't, you need to get it sorted ASAP. Miracle number 4 is the golden nugget about leveraging. So this is a big turning point, but you need to do it at the right time. Do not fall into the trap of believing that you can leverage too soon. Get your roots firmly grounded before you leverage. And by leveraging, I mean online courses, membership sites, where you can package your knowledge and help more people than just one-to-one. Miracle number 5, and the most important miracle I've shared with you today, is plug in. Get connected, get in the vortex. Think of it like being a lamp and plugging into the electricity circuit. Don't be an unplugged lamp, because it's going to make it damn hard to run your business if you are not aligned and in the flow. And finally, miracle number 6, invest in your education, invest in your knowledge. Find a mentor that can help you to grow your business, and it will fast track you to where you want to be. So, I hope you've taken something away from what I've shared with you today. There are 3 ways that I can continue to help you to move forward. Firstly, I'm going to offer, now the odds are really good for this, by the way, I'm going to offer some free business strategy sessions with me, one-to-one, no group stuff, this is just me and you. All you need to do, and someone in this room will win, so the odds are really good, name and email, and come and hand it back to Carl, who's giving you a wave. Make sure you hand it back. We will add you to our mailing list. Yes, this is a marketing strategy, but if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe, but you are in for a chance of winning a package with me to help me to move your business forward. I've also got a copy of my latest book, Mindset Mastery. This is not a business book. This is not a marketing book. This is a book about finding alignment. This is a book about how to get connected to that power within you that will help you to have a thriving business and a better life. So we're selling copies, and this is a 40-day miracle master plan to take you on a journey, and I'm literally there with you, taking you on that journey over the next 40 days. If you'd like a copy, I'll happily sign it for you as well. They're £10, and Carl's going to be selling them. Carl's got a lot to do, bless him. Come and grab a copy. I only have as many as I could fit in my bag, because we've come a long way today. So, oh, would anybody like one for free? I forgot about that. I always forget that bit. Here we go. Yeah. Shall I give another one away? Come on then. You can have one. Oh, well, we'll give another one away then. Where are they? Oh, here they are. There you go. Oh. Now, finally, guys, finally. So make sure you hand your slip in. Make sure you grab a book. And the final thing I want to offer today, I am running a business strategy session. This is free. It's not here today. It's something that I will book in with you next week or the week after. It's an hour long where I can get under the skin of your business, and I can help you to see what things you need to put in place in order to move things forward. But it is not for everybody. This is for a very specific kind of person at a specific stage in their business. So let me explain to you. So they are free, and there's no catch. Honestly, there is no catch. These are free sessions. All you need to do is put your hand up in a minute, fill a form in, and hand it back to either Carl or me. But here's who it's for and who it's not for. So this is for service-based businesses. So if you're selling e-commerce or you're selling products, this isn't going to be relevant at this point. This session is only relevant for service-based businesses, coaches, mentors, authors, practitioners, healers, NLP practitioners, those kinds of individuals. Secondly, you must be looking for a mentor. You must be looking for somebody to help you move your business forward. If you are somebody that likes to kick tires and that kind of thing, then this is not for you. I want people that are ready to take action and are looking for help in their business. And finally, those that are looking to get results in the next 6 months. So if that is you, and you would like to personally talk to me, so this is me, this isn't a member of my team, this is me and you. What we will do, you will fill a form in, and we will give you a call tomorrow or Tuesday, and we will get our diaries together, schedule a date and time in, and whenever that time and date is, I will call you and we will work through your business and get a strategy in place for you. So would anybody like to do this? Put your hand up and we'll get a form to you. Carl? forms. So keep your hand up and we'll come and give you a form. Thank you. Do you want to give me some and I'll... I need to take my shoes off. I'm really sorry. They are absolutely... We had to park miles away today. Oh, my feet. Thank you. We'll talk anyway. Angelina's one of my clients already, bless her. Sorry, was anybody... Sorry, leaning over you. Thank you. We're coming. So guys, I'd like to thank you so much for your time and your attention. Oh, we might not have enough. Yeah, if we haven't got enough forms, then just come and talk to me and we'll take your details. I'm sure we've got some more. Maybe not. Yeah, on the card, yeah. Yeah, okay. So if you haven't got a form and you'd still like to book a session, just write it on the back of the entry slip, this one here, and I'll make sure that I'll contact you. So guys, thank you so much for your time and attention. And I really hope that I planted a seed or some seeds today for you and that you can take them away and apply them to your business and start to see results. And I wish you many business blessings this year, and I hope it's a thriving year for you and your business. Thank you so much. Thank you.